How's it going, everyone? This is Trixx from MoS Smash, and in this video we're going to be talking about resisting disadvantage. So a very common example of resisting disadvantage is getting a reverse edge guard, which simply means to take someone's stock when they are edge guarding you, so getting a spike while recovering, or something along those lines. But there are many other interactions in the game where you can exploit resisting disadvantage. I like to think of this concept in a similar way as to knowing how to bail off of a skateboard. There's a wrong way to do it, where you can definitely get hurt and probably actually quit entirely, and in Smash's case, you may always play in fear and not go for big plays. Or you can learn how to play from disadvantage properly and capitalize even if someone is hitting you. And so with that, let's take a look at some in-game examples. So in this first example here, I clearly have Cloud in disadvantage and I'm about to go for an edge guard. But as I go for this edge guard, he happens to hit me with a sweet spot fair. But instead of getting scared and retreating back to the ledge, I recognize that I was at low percent and I can capitalize on the situation and his end leg. If I had panicked and went back to the ledge, there's a good chance he could have put a ton more percent on this current stock and this game might have ended very differently. In this example against Pac-Man, I misspaced my dare and he actually gets the power pellet right before I hit him, and therefore I get hit. But I don't panic because even though I got hit, I'm still in a favorable position. So I resist disadvantage and I send him right back off stage. This next example has quite a few exchanges that make it very unique. After the missed tech, I go for the roll read in. So right now, I'm in advantage, until he goes for a get up attack, in which case now I'm in disadvantage. But then he runs up and goes for a counter, and if I were to panic, I would have lost my stock immediately. But because I didn't panic, he put himself back in disadvantage. This is a situation in which I had to react to everything. However, it is not impossible to recreate. And lastly, probably my favorite disadvantage technique is using your tech options as an advantage tool. So here, I purposely missed the tech because I know that all of my tech options have invincibility as soon as I input them. And honestly, this is probably the hardest technique to use because you 100% need to react. Of course, I could have just gotten up immediately and continued playing. However, this technique gave me the game. I'll admit that this one is probably the most nerve-wracking and hardest to perform, but once you perfect it, it is incredibly useful. I also want to mention that these are the types of things that you should be practicing in friendlies. I would not suggest ever trying to do this stuff for the first time in a tournament. And with that, that's going to be it for this video. And just before we go, I want to mention that I am starting up private lessons again, so for anyone that would like to have a one-on-one session with me, be sure to contact me on Discord and we can set something up. And once again, this is Trixx from MoS Smash saying thanks for watching the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.